I go by the name Angel Mudah, and there's the fourth episode of Hanging Out with Angel Mudah. I have right here with me, Bekee. Bekee, how you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Okay, fun fact, you're the first woman I'm having on my show, and I'm really excited to have you here. I've known you
I
as
like
Bekee
that.
for a while now. So is Bekee actually your name?
Um, I would like to say I've taken up that name. People gave me that name, Bekee, but my name for real is Sylvia Uju. But because of my brand name, Bekeebysylvia, a lot of people have decided to call me Bekee. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna own it.
So now it's Bekee, Bekee.
Yes. So now it's Bekee.
So first, I would like you to introduce yourself to my people and where you from.
Okay. Hi guys. My name is Bekee. My name is Sylvia Uju. I am known as Bekee because of my fashion brand, Bekeebysylvia. I am a fashion designer and entrepreneur. And yeah, I am a Nigerian born. I currently live here in the United States of America, Los Angeles, California. Yay.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice. Okay, let's start with this. What made you move to LA in the first place?
I used to live in another city here in the US, but I just kind of like the idea of California because it had like a lot of energies that I wanted for the kind of lifestyle that I want for myself, the entrepreneur lifestyle, and having to live in a place like Lagos, Nigeria, practically grew up there. So I was like, you know what, this just matches what I want for myself, for my brand, for now. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
That's interesting because I actually grew up in Lagos, Nigeria too.
Oh,
And
sweet.
it's similar. I think the only difference is that LA is bigger,
Yes.
but in terms of the multicultural,
Exactly.
different ethnicity,
And the hustle spirit.
yeah, and the also speak 24/7. Lagos is up. Lagos don't
Oh,
sleep.
definitely. They don't
So
sleep in
exactly.
Lagos.
So it's almost similar lifestyle. So my other thing is that I'm really intrigued by your business, and I know it's Bekee by Silver.
Yes.
That's a brand name and your business name, right?
Yes.
Now that I know that Bekee is not actually your name, it's still more interesting. So
Yeah.
I know you guys do like you do like female wear, African attire, different African attire. You have like
Yes.
men's wear, and you have like bridal clothing too.
Yes.
So what other things do you do for your business?
So it's not just like men, women. They're like categories of clothing businesses, and that's what a lot of people don't know.
Okay.
So there is like ready to wear. There is bespoke. So I am majorly in the bespoke. I also have the ready to wear line for, of course, men, women, children. So in the future, there are a lot of things more coming as to accessories, bags, belts, and and many more things under Bekee that will be coming.
Okay, nice. I would like you to just face the camera and tell them where they can actually shop for your business in terms of be it men, women, or any other person that want to like get something from
So
you.
we have a website. It's www.bekeebysylvia, and you can definitely send a DM on Instagram, and yeah, that's really how to reach out.
Reach out to you. Yes. So I know you're a businesswoman. And
Yes.
You're definitely going to involve yourself in different things or different multiple things. So aside from being into the clothing brand, what other activities do you involve yourself in LA or on other places?
Good question. So I started with properties also because, and I've always done properties from Nigeria. I just took a break when I moved to LA, and I'm open to a couple things that I have to seal them up. Then I can be like, oh yeah, I do that too now. So yeah, but I would just like to leave it as to properties and Bekee's business, my clothing brand. Yeah.
So now you just focus on you more into like Bekee branding.
Yes.
And a little bit about the
Because honestly, fashion brands is a lot. Like it comprises of so many things, and just when you think, oh, you're getting a hang of it, it's like there are more things, and then now the competition. I wouldn't say competition because honestly, I've never really seen myself as someone that is in competition with anybody.
Okay.
But the fact that you're seeing every other person's work and you really do admire it, and then you're like, okay, what do I have to do to step up my game? So at the end of the day, that's that's your self competition. That's how I see it. It's like, okay, what did I do yesterday that I didn't do right? It's like I have to correct it today, and that's to make it better. And that I just believe in the consistency of working to help you get to your goal, or at least get you there, get you somewhere. Do you understand? So yeah. What was the question again? Before I went on the story.
No, you're still in the question. Like, okay, cool. Like you do in LA, aside from the clothing brand.
Oh yeah.
So other activities.
Yeah.
Is the property that you involve yourself in. So another thing that's really interesting is that I love fashion. Fashion is part of me.
Cool.
Growing up and everything. So I have things that inspire me to get into fashion. Like for me now, it was more like my uncle back home is really into fashion and is a big fan of Tupac then. So the style that you do dress, like the big jeans, the singlet, is like, okay, what was involved then? And what most guys want to involve themselves, okay, this is how the big boys dress.
Yeah.
If I can ask you, what inspired you to get into fashion or into like clothing brand in general?
Honestly, first, it was the fact that I needed to work. Coming from Nigeria, I just needed to do something for myself.
So also push you to fashion?
Also really pushed me to fashion. But I would like to also say that I have actually been a creative person, and I've been strongly built in the arts field. Okay. So, which I feel like happens to a lot of us so many times. You see yourself so artistic, and you start to look like you're confused on what you really want to do. So I could draw, I could make hair, clothes, nails, but I was an amateur in all of these things. So I was like, okay, you know what? I have to put my focus on one thing. And honestly, another thing that pushed me there was because I had to narrow it. So since I kind of feel like, okay, I'm talented, let me tell you. One fact, and this is the first time I'm saying this in any interview, I have actually even gone for audition for music. I have gone for audition for acting. Okay. So I just felt like my talent was just all over the place. I needed to be in one room. Like, at least let me be known for one thing. And that's why I always tell people, like, you know what, I've seen a couple people like me that I feel like they're confused as to where to push their arts. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're an artist, however art is, trust me, you'll know how to do more than one thing. You could know how to cook. You would know how to do a couple of things. Yeah. But I would always say, from experience, focus on one thing and be known for that thing. Then it's okay to diversify into other things. So yeah, that was what pushed me to fashion.
I really like that a lot, because in my leadership class, I remember then my professor was telling me that no matter what you do in life, focus more on your strengths, even though you want to achieve other things. Right. Any other thing that you feel like, okay, you know what, I'm good enough to do this, I'm good enough to do that. Right. We humans in general, we tend to focus on things that we know, like really good at.
Yes.
Not the one that we have strength.
Exactly.
When you say like you focus on one thing, you can still be doing other stuff, but at least put your energy, put more strength into one particular.
Yes. So, and be known for it. So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to ask you is that, are you more like, this is more like a personal question.
Right.
So do you see yourself more like a bright color person or a cool color person?
I don't like to put myself in a box. I love colors. So it doesn't matter whether it's bright or it's dull colored. I love colors, and I love to play with colors. So this mood, I'm feeling like this. And honestly, for me, colors and my look and everything is the situation or maybe the events.
Or the environment.
Do you get? Exactly. Okay. So it's like sometimes, and that's another good thing is the weather kind of helps you know, okay, what colors do you really feel like this moment. Okay. So it's just the mood and, you know, the event. So sometimes, yeah, exactly. Yes.
Like, you know what, let me keep it cool.
Exactly. Like so cool. I don't mind. I can be. I think it's okay to be extra, and yeah, it just depends on my mood.
So what would you say is your favorite color?
My favorite color is actually red, burgundy, a dark red. Yeah, out the burgundy.
Okay, I love that. In my last interview, my friend I interviewed was more like what really stirred up the argument online was about football.
Right.
So now I'm going to change the topic a little bit. So for you, it's more like the relationship topic.
Okay.
So what would you say is the type of man or partner?
I like a very good person, and not just good to me, and good to what I see around the person, right? I also like somebody that knows himself, and you're not afraid to be who you are or what you do. Do you get?
Okay.
So I think the goodness actually does cover, because honestly, relationships don't really like go as smooth as everybody sees it,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So it takes a lot of work, and it takes a certain kind of person that has to fit to your personality
Tell me
also.
about it. I don't talk very fast. I don't talk very fast. Now I'm back to say something.
Yeah, so you have to like, I have a big thing for like people that fear God. Honestly, I love a good Christian man, and I like to know that they're genuinely good people.
Okay, staying on a personal note, does it matter to you if the person is from your own culture or from your own country, or you don't really look into that? You look at other qualities. For your partner, do you prefer to be like someone from the same background as you, from the same country, or it doesn't matter? It just have to have the other qualities that you just mentioned, like being a good person and other stuff. Does it really have to do with cultural background or not?
That's a very tough question, honestly. Now, I don't mind him being from any kind of tribe, because somebody that understands you. Honestly, doesn't, regardless of where they come from.
Yeah.
But like, it takes, because for a second you want to put yourself in the person's shoe. Like, are you also ready, coming from a Nigerian or cultural background?
Yeah.
We're very strong on our culture, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, you just hope that if you're introducing your culture to this person, like, they really get it. They're open to it. Do you understand? So yeah, aside that, if that would not be a problem, because culture is very strong. You can't, that's why people just rather the easier way. Like, you know what? I rather he's from my culture. He understands it already. I don't want problems. Exactly. I'm not about to experience something new. But if you're open, I think it just has to do like personality. But like for me, if he gets me already, it's not like, this is 2023. Like, nobody. Yeah, I'm really good. He just needs to be a good person and understand that, I'm from a cultural background. So I'm not really imposing anything on anybody, but like, yeah, you just have to understand that, I have people that are from my culture and expect certain things from me. Yeah.
So are you more of person that like display public affection, or you more like a low key, like on the low, wanna boy kind of thing, on the low, no loudness?
I don't really like to restrict anything. Because I don't like to be in a box. I don't like to put my partner in a box too. Okay. So if my partner likes public display of affection, trust me, it shies me up. I've been in a relationship where I had somebody like that. And as shy as I was, I had to tell myself, okay, it was okay. It was okay, just so you don't make people to stop doing something that they're comfortable doing. Okay. So yeah, I'm okay with whatever. I always do. I like to.
Feel comfortable to do this.
Exactly. Yes.
Good. So my next question would be like, back to your brand. So who would you say is the favorite one that you've ever worked with?
That would be hard. I can't really.
Okay, this time let me give you one so that way you can balance it up a little bit.
See, I don't have a favorite person. I work with energy, right? I've met a lot of people. I've met a couple celebrities that are not really reciprocating in the energy that I expect. I've also met like regular people, that, of course, respectively, they have their own thing that they do on their own. But I work with energy. Anybody that gives me good energy is my favorite person at the moment. Do you get? But usually I like to ignite the energy, okay. Just so you can feed off me and then I can feed off you. Do you get? So I just believe in good energy, good working space, good working environment. I can literally work with anybody, as long as I feel like, and if the energy is not there, it doesn't mean I'm not going to work.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, I have favorite people when it comes to working, and these are people that give me the energy that I want. And you don't have to be loud or anything.
Okay.
You just have to be, you just have to know how to communicate with me, and then understand certain situations. Like, okay, now we're talking, because when I'm working with people, I like to, what do you want? What do you like? What are you used to? If we have the communication, and it's like, and everybody, and sometimes you even get more than you've bargained for as to energy. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that, and then we're cool, and then work goes smoothly.
So you just go with the energy.
I go with the flow. I go with the vibe. I go with so if it has to do with my favorite people, trust me, anybody that gives me energy is my favorite person.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. So let me put it this way. I know you, like I said, I know you've worked with like different celebrities.
Yeah.
And before you started initially,
Yeah.
you might probably have dreamed of, okay, I want to work with this person, I want to work with that person.
Yeah.
So in the long run, who is the person that you'll be like, oh, I worked with the person, wow, I didn't think, I have a dream of working with this person, but I didn't think it was going to be this fast. Or I didn't know that I'm going to meet this person like this. Who is the person you're going to be like, okay,
Tiwa Savage. So working with Tiwa, she was so respectful, very calm, very more like, she had that communication that I liked. So I was like, I love this woman. She gets, and then yeah, Tiwa gave me the energy that I want. Same with Nino Bolanle. I worked with Nino too is another person. Oh my God, Nino has. I think he has love for his craft, and then he has respect for everybody that he walks around with. So because I have seen him work with like more people, even when he was like, even when you are expecting his energy to be low, he's like, okay, yeah, he's exactly, he's very vibrant, and I enjoyed working with him. Same with Alexa Kubo. And yeah, a couple of these people that we know. That's why I'm mentioning them. Okay. So, but like, yeah, I loved working with them. I would do anything. Oh yes.
Now to my last question: if you could have any superpower, what would you like to be?
I want to be able to fly and be able to heal. Can I have two? I want to be able to fly, because for some reason, like, the older you get, it's like you have so many things to do, and then you have so many places to be at in 2 seconds. I'm like, can I fly? Can I just go? Can I just be there? It's okay. Let's not do disappear and appear. Like, no. Can I fly? I don't mind flying. And then the ability to heal. And why I say healing is because you know how it's like, I think I'm a very emotional person. I just feel like I wish I could do so much for everybody. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay. So like, healing doesn't really mean like, disease or sickness or whatever. It's just, can you really take away this person's unhappiness, and can you really, yeah, it could be emotional healing. Yes. So I wish I could have healing powers.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
All right, guys. This is the end of episode 4, hanging out with Angel Mudah. Like I said, I have here with me Bekee, and it was really nice having here with me.
Thank you for having me. Okay? Oh yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Shut up. We out.